Well, what's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today I'm really excited to show you this new teched version of Z-Mech. We're going to be calling this Bungee roll because this is, I think, the first deck I've ever done with 4 copies of Bungee Plumber and 4 copies of Rolling Stone. The point of this is to make sure that you are always going to have an answer to probably the most powerful card on the plant side, which is Sunshroom. You'll be able to remove it with your bungees, and even once it turns into the Sunny Earthshroom, if in case you miss it, the Rolling Stone will take out the Sunny Earthshroom as well. So we're targeting the Sunshroom decks with the ramp, and we are also targeting a lot of Guardian decks that are running a lot of Blockbuster. You'll see that there really is no gravestones in this deck, and those cards kind of brick really hard. So I'm going with the version of Z-Mech which is with Teacher rather than with Flag Swarm, because Flag Swarm, you need to be running like a ton of 1-drops. You know, if you commit your whole hand on turn 2, they're still able to ramp up and maybe cause some problems. The cool thing about the Teacher deck is, first of all, you can just commit Teacher on turn 1 and still be able to remove one of their ramp cards that they play that turn. If you don't have your Teacher, just pass and remove it, and then the next turn you can develop Conman, and then you'll still have one of your brains left over to play one of your small removal tricks. That's the idea of Z-Mech, so you're always able to play responsive to what the plants do. That also is the justification of running so many small removal cards, because that's anyway how this deck is played. You develop a little tempo, you answer what they play, you develop a little more, and then you start getting these big boards and use Going Viral as a finisher. Now, a couple other cool cards that are running in this deck. This deck will typically run out of steam, especially if you play your Teacher very quickly and you're just spamming a lot of tricks. And that's why we really have 4 cards that create more steam in this deck. One is Middle Manager. This can grow and be a threat itself. The Teacher is a professional, but otherwise it'll just grow from which other professional cards it takes. It's just a body on the board to be able to activate your Quasar and for your Going Viral. Next you have Quasar, which is again giving you more steam, so you're not running out of cards. This will often have Superpower, which will draw you some cards, which is great. Going Viral would be the 3rd steam card because it's drawing you besides for giving you value on the board. And then the X Factor, a card I've basically never ever run in a deck ever, is Cosmic Dancer. The idea of this is again to make sure that you're not running out of cards. This is a 2/3. It's kind of doing guaranteed damage to face. Z-Mech typically does a lot of damage quickly when you're developing these big powerful cards and you're just spamming. You're able to play very low curves, so you're able to play a lot and do a lot of damage. So having a little bit of Overshoot is really good, and then this is also creating another card which also has Overshoot too. So it's making you not run out of cards, but it's also giving you reach to your opponent's face to be able to finish off the last remaining health that they have. I was thinking of running something like Unexpected Gifts, but that's a little bit slower because you have to play Unexpected Gifts on one turn and then spam the minions the next turn. This gives you value and pressure the turn that you just have it in your hand. You don't have to wait an extra turn for that. You can run some other things instead of this, but this actually works quite well. Let's get right into the games. Hope you guys enjoy. And here we go. So I'll do 10 games with this today because these games usually go really quickly. As you can see, there is no Twitch chat once again. I'm just recording this offline, half because of internet issues here in the Philippines, but also I really want to, I don't want people using hard counters to this deck and having to deal with snipers. The 2 things that will counter, I got a lot of still stuff to tell you guys, but let's mulligan here. I guess I'll explain first how to mulligan. So you always want one of your removal cards. You don't actually need it if you're against Guardian. It's still a pretty good card against Spidao. You want a power card, a removal card, and a steam card is basically what you want in your starting hand. I think this is fine. We have 2 steam cards. I'll spam Conman. I'm not really afraid of Spidao on turn 1. He would need usually just to use a superpower. I guess he could have a Galactic Cactus or a Primal Potato Mine. Guys, this is not like a stream sniper. I'm recording this offline. I'm just getting trolled. What is he doing? Bro's playing PVZ1 poorly. The 4th card you would like is a buff card. Also, Z-Mech has 2 superpowers, Missile Madness and the Lightning Bolt, which both take out the little ramp cards. So Z-Mech's kind of the perfect hero for this. This guy is legitimately high. What is happening? He's giving photosynthesizer to this so it doesn't even explode. Bro, it's so stupid, man. I'm just gonna kill this for free. I don't have to use one of my precious cards on a stupid potato mine. All right, so this is a guy who woke up this morning and decided, again, this is not some, we're recording this offline. He woke up this morning and decided he's just gonna play some absolute troll. Maybe this is like someone gave, he's ranked 47, so this is a good player. Maybe he gave his, his phone to his little brother. But what is this deck? He's literally playing PvZ1. I don't know what is happening here. Should I Rolling Stone this? I will reluctantly Rolling Stone this. I don't even know what to think. I'm about... It's so crazy. Alright, well... Potato Mine's dead. You know what? I'm not going to even count that as a win, but I'm totally keeping that in the video. What the hell did I just see? What was that? All right, keep it going. It counts. Keep it in the video. Editor. That was hilarious. I don't know what's happening right now. Well, good way to start it off, though. All right, here's Solar Flare. What else I got to tell you guys? Got Teacher. I don't think you ever keep Cosmic Dancer, even though it is a... Oh my gosh, we got too many small removals. All right, this should be fine. I think we're not if we don't have Healthy Treat or Rockwall, I don't think you even spam Teacher on turn 1. You know, maybe he'll just super our face now and it'll just be one small removal card away. The things this deck is gonna die to really badly is Shrinking Violet and Catch-It Mechanic. It's the reason why I'm doing this offline. I was in the middle of explaining that. I guess we'll do it like this. I don't really know which one of these I should be sacrificing to the Scorch on ground. Probably the Genetic Experiment here is more important. It's hard to tell, though. Depends really what we draw. If we draw Steam, then the Teacher's better. If not, then the Genetic's better. That's Berry Blast. That's why, you know, you play it on turn 1 and then turn 2, you can remove both. One on turn 1, turn 2. There, if he just has Berry Blast, it's fine. Yep, so we got, hopefully, you know, Lightning Bolt, Rolling Stone. Those can both deal with Sunny Urshroom. That's why I committed the Bungee Plumber. I'd say that's the worst card in this matchup of the 3 options we had to remove Sunshroom there. But yeah, it's really, really oppressive to opponents trying to develop Sunshroom against this deck because it's like you're just always having answers. Might see a Shroom for 2 here. Man, so the opponent has a lot of small removal. That, I guess that, you know, Shrinking Violet counts, but that will be the other thing that will be this deck. Just tons of small removal and field clear, like Shrinking Violet. Honestly, if you get your Healthy Treat on your Teachers and your Genetic Experiments developed, Shrinking Violet isn't even that bad. We haven't seen a superpower out of him yet. I feel like he should have used Scorch, Super, and Weed Whack already. So he's holding more Spore? Why didn't he play more Spore last turn, too? I feel like with the Astro Shroom on the board, you just throw that out there, right? So I'm not really sure what's happening in terms of a superpower from the opponent. I guess we'll find out right now, right? Going Viral is really, really good here. It's adding stats to the board, but again, it's giving us some much-needed steam. We're down to 2 cards. There's Scorch. Ugh. But why... See, I'm gonna just Going Viral. I don't think I'm gonna zap this. I like the Teacher being around. It's better than the 2 damage here. I don't want us getting hit. I can always Lightning Bolt that next turn if he develops some Shrooms and stuff. Very strange plays from this opponent, though. So Scorch is gone. I mean, what about the Cosmic Dancer? I'm basically always gonna Lightning Bolt this. So, Cosmic in 4, Genetic in 3, I guess. Alright. I mean, I might as well go Cosmic here and Genetic here. Because we're always Lightning Bolting the Punish Room here, basically. Are we always? Always is a strong word. I guess the problem would be is if he has another, like a 4th small removal card here and he gets the Teacher. Yeah, getting backup dancer is pretty bad. This is exactly Cannon Imp. Think about it. It's a one cost. Well, it's a dancer mustache instead of being an imp, but other than that, it's a one cost 1/1 overshoot too. Basically the worst thing we could have done. It's for sure the worst one we could have got. The other sad thing to get, the good thing to get from this is like binary stars, because then it's like overshoot 4. That's fine. The really sad thing, pathetic thing to get from this is Disco Dance Floor, because it just says overshoot 2. It doesn't like overshoot 2 times. I'm gonna lightning bolt this now. Let's see if we can miss the teacher. Going face there is best case scenario. We just start playing for tempo on this board. Very, very high chance teacher is gonna just go down here though. But the opponent only has one other card, so again, we'd love to just keep getting steam. The cards we need right now are Quasar, Middle Manager, second Cosmic Dancer. I'll be down with that, and going viral, of course. Conman and Genetic, I guess, would be welcome as well. Just don't want to get like Rolling Stone. Does the opponent decide he's far enough behind? I mean, his hand must suck. It could be he just got like more sport too, so he felt like that was his last chance of getting back in the game. So, alright, we'll count that as the proper 1-0, and we'll keep it going here. Yeah, I think having like all the small removal does well against, you know, amphibious decks. Again, just all these Rolling Stones and Bungees. There's a lot of really cool. This is like a meta deck, you know? So it's the other reason I'm doing this offline. I just don't want to get hit by snipers. Alright, so going viral is the best Steam card, period, to run. We have a Steam card, so we're looking more for engines. I really, instead of Rolling Stone, I think I just want a second minion here. Really want to get something to go along with this, and Z-Mech superpowers all kind of give you steam except for this one. Like Rockwall or any of the lightning bolts would have, you know, kept these alive. Now, maybe I developed this on turn. Honestly, maybe in this situation I developed someone. You don't want to get just genetic experiments. You want to get any of your other 1-drops to develop first and then play the genetic kind of on top of that. We did get Bungee, so this is doable. I might as well put this on the ground too, because we know he doesn't have Rumble. He played Holoflora. See what he's got. It's just a 1-for-1 trade. It's fine. Regular Potato Mine stonks at an all-time high. We saw 2 in one stream. That's crazy. Give that man Primal Potato Mine. It's just better. Yeah, this is really... This genetic is really not good here. I guess I'll go for it. I might be able to remove something plus strength it, which I guess becomes okay. For just a little break here. Could you... Alright. So in this matchup, I think the Rolling Stone is actually the better card. There's Pecanolith, and you know, there's a lot of other things that can take out. Alright, so I might as well strengthen this. It means it's not making a bad trade next turn. It's also 5 to face, which is a lot. Getting a 1-drop would be really cool here, and we did get it. Also, more steam. This is the steamiest deck. I should call this Z-Mech instead of Bungee Roll. Bungee Roll sounded better. Alright, Starch Lord is another card you really want a Rolling Stone. So yeah, I'm gonna Rolling Stone that. It's better than going viral here. It's sad not going viraling, but Starch Lord's a card that can kind of get him back into the game, so kind of an easy decision there. And we are just rolling this guy. Another 1-drop would be nice. So we can just play 3. I think 4 and 1 is better. This is also just a lot of pressure, the overshoot, man. Just doing some damage. And the responsive play here. Little, I guess if he Shamrockets this will have a place. The responsive play is the healthy trait, and we'll definitely do it here, keeping a really large minion alive, setting up the win for next turn with the going viral. Let's see what top deck. That proccing the block was good, because now all these shots from the Cosmic. See, the Cosmic's gonna do 4 damage here. Charge his block meter twice. A little sad. Oh, we'll take it. That was all we needed right there. So the question is, should I even develop either of these? And he just bit the bullet. Yes. All right. a quick 2-0. So after this video, I know it is more exciting. People, first of all, enjoy coming to the live streams. It is also more exciting to have the reaction of the chat there. These are just the two videos. The last one I did, which is the Brain Freeze, and now I'm doing the Z-Mech. These are the two decks that counter the meta, in my opinion, you know, especially the Sunshroom. People have been begging for that, so these will be the genuine experience playing them offline, but I'll do some more fun decks. I have so many ideas I need to show you, and I'll definitely try to be doing those live, internet permitting. So Rolling Stone, you don't really keep against Captain Combustible. Healthy Treat, though, is a really good card. I think we can only keep one. This is a really, really good anti-Captain Combustible hand. So I think we're going to develop Teacher first, since we do have ways of protecting her. The sort of idea of Teacher, one of the foundational ideas of Trick Mech, is always develop Teacher on turn 1 and Healthy Treat it if you're against like a Bloom hero, because they can totally Berry Blast on turn 2, but if you use that Healthy Treat or Rockwall, they can't really do anything, especially Captain Combustible is very little, you know, big removal. You put a Rockwall on this, they're kind of toast. Alright, so bro did not have another removal card, so he decided just to race. So we're going to try to make both of these out of sizzle range. So I'm going to commit the Healthy Treat here and the Rockwall here. This gives them 6 health, which is the lucky number against Captain. Those cards now will be around for the rest of the game, and between whatever we top deck and this going viral, we should be able to race him. Little bit scary here with the Astro Shroom. This is tough now, because we can't go 2+2. We can go 2+1. This also doesn't put any pressure on the Astro Shroom. On the other hand, if this does give us a removal card, it's going to be game-winning. The going viral probably has a bigger chance of giving us a Bungee or a Rolling Stone, right? So I'm gonna go with the going viral here. It also, again, puts a lot more pressure on his face, since in the case that we don't get a removal card, we have to keep racing hard here. And that is what we are doing. Again, a Bungee or Rolling Stone will basically win us this game right now. Unfortunate. But yep, I think we're still gonna be ahead in terms of health here, right? He's down to 9. We'll be down to 8, and then he'll be down to 8. We have a fuller block meter, so that's awesome. So the one card I would get from here is exactly Firework Zombie, so I might as well play this one first. I don't think if I would get a minion, I would be holding off on playing Middle Manager here. That's actually game winning. So in lane 2, that does win. It's going to be 4+4. So we're gonna go for that. And again, unless he has a sizzle, he has to either win or sizzle this turn, and that'll put him away. Yep, he can't block. Impossible. So just an all-out aggro deck, Captain Combustible, but I think Z-Mech can easily, Trick Mech can easily race that. Got him, yes! So far, so good. Everything's popping off. We're not getting bricked with too much small removal. We're not running out of cards. What's this guy's name? Oh, it's Justin Is Life. Thought maybe it was Justini, a celebrity over there in the Discord community. And a really good bloke. Someone who I actually, this last year, with the updates and stuff, has actually, I've had the pleasure of meeting on a little bit more personal level. Alright, we have Steam. I'm not feeling the Quasar here. That's way better. Now, the thing we don't have is a removal card, but we got one. Alright, so the question is, should I be developing? This is really going to hold Flora. It's not great into Super. I'm just saying, if he develops his first card... I'm just saying, if he has a Sunshroom, we can still kill it next turn. But what if he has Sunshroom and Sunnier Shroom in hand? I'm a little more worried about Sunnier Shroom than Twin Sunflower. This is a tough decision. I do kind of want to play fast here. That is tough. I'm going to opt to play, because since we have exactly Lightning Bolt, or maybe even Rolling Stone, I would risk this. He doesn't necessarily have Sunshroom. Alright, so that, at the end of the day, is not the worst case scenario. Playing this to debate the super. I don't think he's going to use super on this, though. That's the thing. All right, so let's just start playing our middle manager game. And we either have lightning bolt or some power. So we'll go with the power. There's not really any environments. I guess Quasar theoretically could conjure some. I think this is still a good card here, though. It's developing a minion on the board. We keep it alive with healthy tree. It's also a professional, so if he ever goes after it, it means middle manager is becoming more powerful. If we get a 1-drop next turn, we'll go for going viral. If we get Quasar, we'll play that. If we just get another, I don't know. We can always do 1+3 next turn. I just feel bad committing into 4 because it just means he can start making trades for free. You really want to play as responsively to what your opponent plays as possible here. Just thinking ahead to next turn. So he's got a decision. We're not really able to take that out. Probably just putting some health and extra damage on his face is good. The cool thing about this play is the fact that we'd be able to kill the Captain Cucumber with the splash damage next turn. Alright, I think I'll do that. You know, we can hit something else, so we're really kind of setting ourselves up for going viral. And then the splash damage would theoretically take 2 threats out here. It would be really nice to develop this with the going viral. I think I'm going to stick to my guns, especially if he plays exactly Bananasaurus Rex. Or that works. Alright, so it looks like we really planned ahead correctly, and this Z-Mech Super is going to be really, really strong. This 4-3 Frenzy also stays around, and we're in really, really good shape. Just got to keep an eye on his superpower and try not to play into Scorch next turn. I might just develop Cosmic Dancer for that reason, since these two both die to Scorch. I guess we can develop this on Heights though, right? Alright, so Cosmic, and I'll go all in. Now that we have threats in every single lane, unless he has exactly Q here, that would be super annoying. We should just have this game in the bag. Atomic Cuke, not Captain Cucumber, that wouldn't do anything. We are in extremely good shape, but we also, I wonder if just developing the teacher just not to show that we have nothing. I wonder if that would be better. Unlife also procs the block a little bit better this turn. So maybe Unlife was correct there. It's just a matter of how many little buddies he has. Alright. We're still in really good shape. There's the block. He sacks the onion rings, putting that in front. So he keeps the team up. It's a better card. Yeah, here's a lot of damage. Going viral would obviously be really good here. I think we just do the one that's the most pressure, right? Well, there's Scorch. In the bag he has Scorch. He used Scorch and Heal. So this is better. I'd love to play this while we're playing at least in one more card here, though. The other thing I could play is just Genetic, but... I mean, I just play nothing. I think I'm going to play nothing, because he's going to need to remove some of these. He has the big, this makes his catch-up mechanics a little worse, not to develop a 4th minion. Let's see if he can even get out of this turn here. If he does kill things, we're just going to completely refresh. There's the first catch-up. 7-7. But again, prevented the heals a little bit here. This really wasn't going to accomplish anything. Yeah, and all of a sudden, we're actually behind in this game here. At least he didn't have that last turn. So we're just doing 2 damage on his face, and we're going to really need to rally. I mean, we need... I don't even know if going virals help anymore. That's the problem. There's a block. So it's Heal or Scorch. I'd say Heal he plays, Scorch he keeps. Plays the Heal. I'm not even sure how we can get back in the game because, again, he just has all these monsters. The thing I'm not including in this deck is Fruitcake. You usually don't need it. I would just love to get some kind of... But this can only go up to 3-3. I guess if the Quasar really pops off, this could do even better than that. So I guess I might as well play this here. Super Brains is so interesting. So now what? I mean, we can bait. He doesn't break through, but this is reach. I'm gonna play another genetic, and we're kind of just like relying on him removing a card now, so we can maybe use. I don't see a good play with the Super Brain Super anyhow. Maybe not actually. That could be. It's gonna be really hard to get past Onion Ring. So really, the thing I think that got us here is the catch-up mechanics. Because he's healed so far for 5. If he was like at 7, we're doing 4 this turn usually. This would be doable, but the catch-up mechanics really, and then obviously the really big minion and the little buddies. In fact, with the little buddies, he's healed for 4 with the little buddies and then 5 with the catch-up. So we would totally, and he has dragon somehow. Great. So it's the heals that really got us here. I mean, wow, we lose the overshoot damage too. I don't think there's really any chance here. Okay, it's reach. I guess we don't inefficiently play anything. We'll just try to get squeeze some overshoot damage in. If we keep getting backup dancer though, come on, man. That's so annoying. I guess teacher is fine here just to break this lane. Man, it would have been nice to get something a little bigger than backup dancer there. Really unlucky. The chances of winning this are so low, but... So we'll be taking 8 here. No heals, at least. So he'll be down to 6. His dragon lives. No, he'll be down to 8. Everything's going so horribly wrong. He has Scorch in hand, obviously. Maybe we'll get more Cosmic Dancer. Alright, so we actually have one road to victory. It's if he gets so cocky that he doesn't play anything in lane 1, we actually will have 8 damage to phase for the win. That would be so insane, but he's gonna play something. Oh, and he has Scorch, I forgot. Alright, so it's 3 in 1. He has Scorch 100% of the time. GG. La 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 la. Alright. Pretty good example of a really bad matchup. Where's all the Guardian decks? It's really interesting how the meta... Okay, so we're playing against Solar today. It's so funny. Each day is a different thing. One day it's Solar, the next day then it became Guardian, like in the last video. Now it's just completely Solar. Very interesting. So we have a removal card. I think 2 teachers is actually too much. We're looking for Steam. So we have Steam, buff, removal. We got everything we want. Let's see if we can dodge Chompzilla Super. And then we'll play this. In fact, I'm going to play everything. Because, you know, water balloons, you got to play around. But yeah, let's just put as much pressure as possible. We have Steam. Usually want to play this here so things get damaged and this gets buffed in the meantime. Might as well. He has to block the 6, so these are just at least 2 attack. Maybe more, and the Bungee obviously still active. So that's awesome. There's water balloons. It's fine. Still 4-2. If he gets his chomp, he can get the teacher here. That would be very sad. He got it. Damn. We're still in really good shape. No chance of him developing an environment in this scenario, but it's pressure on his face. We'll take it. Didn't save for Bungee, but it doesn't even really matter. This is actually fine. He heals for 2, but he's also adding 2 damage to his face here. Because they grow. So let's probably put genetic in the middle. It'll grow before Scorch happens. And Bungee. And we'll see if he has another ketchup. That's... Come on. And really interesting putting the ketchup here instead of here when he started with Scorch. Come on. Alright. You still go up to 2 and 2. Just really not what we wanted to see here as back-to-back ketchup mechanics, you know? We still have plenty of steam, though. Let's get not backup dancer. Interesting. I'll play for Bungee. Cuke, I mean, this is just worst case scenario. What is happening here? Okay, that's why he didn't go. Okay, well, this is an opponent just getting every answer. Come on. Okay. We're going to keep going face. With this, I guess. Second Cuke. What am I supposed to do? Okay. Gotta play around Cuke, I guess. So we'll go 3, 3, and 1. Anyway. Wow, he actually did develop an environment. That's hilarious. Bye. It's the Solar Winds Cuke deck, you guys. There's no point in bunging here. We can always do that later. We'll proc the block. And yeah, if we can get this 4 on his face, he'll be down to 7. We still have a lot of reach in our hand. This is very winnable. Should I play around third Cuke? I'll half measure play around it. This also gets buffed if he blocks these. That's what I'm looking for right here, man. And the Bungee Plumber actually makes this damage go face. There's a draw. Finally. No way. Of course he has the answer. Does he have third Cuke? No. Okay. This is so... Wait. We just lose to... Okay. Alright, bro. That was so sad. Every deck in PC Heroes will lose against opponents who have every... I mean, there's literally every single turn had every single answer. Come on. Bro. That was so annoying. Here's Walnut. He's Guardian and Solar. This deck has the answer to it, though. This is fine. We got Threat, Steam, Removal, and Buff. Everything we need. We got it right here. Maybe I should have developed Combat, though, because we have Rolling Stone. Anyway. Playing it safe. I think Rolling Stone will have more uses later, so let's just give this some health. No point in giving extra attack. It's not going face this turn. I'm paranoid of Cuke. I wonder if I should just be playing around Cuke now. So sad. Give me something good. Bungee, cool. Yep, play reactively. We have the answer to Sunny Shroom. Sunny or Shroom. Nothing. Okay. It feels like Cuke, doesn't it? The question is, where should I put this? I think it's just spread the love. Don't put all your buffs onto one guy, it'll just get removed, you know? So, Quasar. Wouldn't mind getting a Galvanizer or something here. Okay, we'll take it. Bruh. Proc the block, hit him for more. Now what? What is that? Wait a second. It's so funny because everyone's playing Solar and I do the anti-Solar deck and then everyone's running Guardian. So then I'm like their Guardian, I'm doing now the anti-Guardian deck and they're running Heal. Like, what is happening here? This is a 5-7. That is so sad. Like, do I keep this alive? I have to clear this lane, I guess. I could galvanize this. It's not terrible. He's also, like, blocking, so he's taking extra damage unless he commits his cheese. I don't know, man. Alright. So much for blaming it on snipers, too, man. What is happening? How is... No one was running catch mechanic yesterday. Not a single I didn't see a single... Maybe this is it. Maybe it's just the meta just shifts every day. And everyone's with Guardians, so everyone's running flag swarps. Now everyone's running catch mechanic. And we have to go back to the Pogo M.U.G. Seriously. Alright, we got going viral. The absolute best top deck possible. We can even double Bungee this if we really want to keep this con man alive that bad. Okay, that's fine. He's getting punished for it. Let's going viral. Let's see what happens here. I'd really love to push more damage to his face. The cool thing is that this one already has 4 attack because he's killing this. He kind of miscalculated there, so I'm going to go for the double Bungee. It keeps the con man alive, does 5 damage to his face here. If you count the beginning of next turn. In fact, is this lethal? Yeah, it's lethal because the con man's going to do the last one. So we got him. Despite the insanity here. Yes. Gosh. The power of Trick Mech muscling through the catch-up mechanics and stuff. Man. That was stressful. Alright, let's go. I have 100 stars and ultimately, that's what happens when you have a meta. You gotta figure out, you just grind. Shoot sniper. I'm not actually streaming now. What it? I'm in the Twilight Zone right now. Okay. Okay. I'm getting the sniper name. I never see this stuff when I'm just playing by myself. I mean, you gotta keep going viral, right? Let's hope for a removal card. Didn't get it. So I'm gonna con man. I guess con man against Rose, you player on tricking Violet. Should have gone in lane 4. That was a mistake. Bit of Lima. Damn, I'd love any 1-drop trick would be so good here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can develop this. It just dies a lot, though. We're a little bit screwed because we didn't really get a reactive play. This is the one superpower that doesn't really go reactively. I guess this is the bigger threat. We might be able to pull off strength here. Alright. Let's try it. It doesn't die to, like, Rotobag or anything. He also might like try to play around Z-Mech Super or something like that. Who knows what he'll do. If he just puts anything in front of it, though. That's best case scenario. This is best case scenario. It scared him enough. Now we'll get a 4-1. Why not? And we'll set up the Quasar and we'll just keep it rolling here. All right. We drew out the Transmogrify. All we needed there. I got Healthy Treat and another Galvanize. Oh. Neptuna. Another minion amphibious lane, opening that up for an otherwise non-amphibious hero. And with a couple of going virals in hand, this is about as good as it gets. Here's the really big question now. We can't actually keep this alive anymore. I was thinking of actually healthy treating this. So let's just Neptuna Super here. Really good draw. The little frenzy, I mean, it makes a big difference here. It's taking 3 damage off and, you know, off the opponent's face. So Quasar, power, and, you know, a player on Shrinking Violet here. I think this is right. Deadly? We'll take that, man. Healthy Treat and Deadly is a pretty scary combo. We can basically win a trade against anything right now. Including that, yes. So I don't have to Deadly yet. Cards are cool, but now we gotta surprise him with this Deadly, certainly. The bad thing about that play was the block. So now freeze would be best case scenario. Yes. Okay, caught a break. Means we can still keep this alive for next turn. Just didn't really want to see Go to Fire Weed Whack there. Those kind of mess it up. Alright. We're alright. There's Bungee. Didn't really help this. It's okay if this dies, though. We could draw into a healthy treat. Or into second Bungee. I'd love if we could play one big minion in front of one of these and get value from Stinky Stinky. That's what I'm talking about. There's a really weird play here, which is to Bungee this, because then all three of our superpowers, the 2 lightning bolts and the rock wall, all win a trade. So I guess that is what we're doing. We obviously have to block for this to work, but we have a 2/3 of a chance of blocking. And that's really 3 extra damage on his face. Please block. About 1,000 IQ. Yes, keeps this minion alive too, which is great. And there's few better cards than just Overshoot here, right? Let's put it in the lane where it makes a good trade. So we'll either go Command Deadly or play whatever other card we get from this. Piano not active, but we got a really solid play. This Rose is screwed. I mean, double catch-up mechanic would get him back into the game, but not much else. Breenan obviously completely dead here. Complete donut. Alright, they threw their phone now, like, we're gonna call that 5 and 2. Damn, these games are taking so much longer than I thought, though. Because we're playing against all these heal decks. That's why usually the games are over so fast. Against heal, it just draws them out so much, bro. Nice environment. Yes, go! Go! It's Cycle Rose. He's just feeding into the con man, obviously. La, 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 la. Die! Insect. It's guaranteed lethal. Lethal on many levels. Alright, the 5 and 2. Should I go 10? Yeah, I can go 3 more games. That was game 7. Here's game 8. This is how we do it. Here's a solar. I don't mind the sunny shrooms. I just don't want to see catch-up mechanic, man. Oh, yeah, we can definitely get rid of those. Those are a draw into card. But yep, it's Steam, Engine, and Removal. Solar Flare obviously has a lot of problematic superpowers, but we'll just slow play this here. Spams that on 1. Farvus. What is the plan? Buff Shroom on 2? I don't know, man. But yeah, let's just play for Bungee here, or for Strength. Either way, it works really well. Or for Berry Blast. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. Man. Other than Buff Shroom, this is just a blunder. I guess he's protecting it behind the... Maybe that was the idea. What is he? Z-Mech doesn't have, like, summoning or anything. I don't understand that at all. We have a lot of ways of killing these mushrooms. There's no way he's running Pine Clone and he's setting that up already, right? I think we're just developing our Steam here. Yeah, and we have just Z-Mech Super. Bro did nothing? 0? Okay. Well, we'll add some strength to this one. Why not? Spread the love a little bit. Pine Clone doesn't feel very scary right now. So we had nothing on 3. He had a ramp. I still don't understand that. But anyway, alright, we'll have 2 responsive plays here. Chop it'll be good in this matchup. It actually gives us potentially some much needed big removal. I don't mind seeing that. We have 2 answers here already. So is using both of these, it kills a card that otherwise would be alive. It puts 4 damage on his face. This has to be right. A little bit sad, 2 for 1, but we're keeping our card alive too, and it's so much pressure now. Otherwise, well, we'll keep this alive, we'll just Bungee it. Doesn't make sense. So he could kill the second genetic. I guess if he gets Scorched, that would be worst case scenario. He really wants to kill a minion. Honestly, if he kills this minion, though, okay, he got Scorched. All we need to make this a perfect game is top deck going viral. The only thing that would just complete the circle of life. Not too bad. But between Shop and Rolling Stone, we should be able to clear some lanes here. He's just got 5 Sun. It's 5 Sun and no catch-up mechanic. Yes, Chop gets value! I feel bad. No, I don't actually feel bad. It's guaranteed lethal with some BM value on top. All right, 6 and 2. Let's do a couple more. A little bit of a crazy stream here, but again, I guess that was a ramp deck. He was running Twin Sunflower. He just didn't get his Sun Shrooms. We were prepared for it either way. That was a really weird opponent. It's even wackier when I just play randos on rank than when I'm getting stream sniped. Maybe I'm not getting stream sniped after all. Maybe this is just the natural environment. It just feels so different when I'm recording a video. Like, it's just a Twilight Zone. This is a tough hand, man. I think you keep going viral, right? All right, that became a good hand now. We can feed this on the ground. There's so many things genetic, or even the 2-2 that wants to not die to Rumble. Love comment into Grass Knuckles. There is, you know, Galactic Cactus, pretty popular card, but for some reason, I used to kill Con Man. So Grass Knuckles is thinking about it. This makes sense why he thought so long. Like, you know, I'm not sure why he didn't just develop this in the water. This is a losing trade. We'll see. Maybe, I guess his idea is he'll use this as a team up to protect against something. The only question is, what can we do with that information? I think we're just going to play our game here. Player on Rumble. Maybe he has Rumble. Maybe that's part of the calculation. But yeah, this is a team up. So it kind of means like he could protect this with something next turn. Maybe set, you know, save it for Gatling. Like if he just had... Well, we have Rolling Stone, but otherwise, just having, like, Pismashio here would be kind of cool. Dude, really? Okay. All right, well, that was a good play from him, because we can't Rolling Stone here, obviously. But that does mean that that's gone, but we're kind of bricked here. We really need to top deck a small minion, and we got it. Yes! So now what? No. Either way, we can Rolling Stone this. There might be a weird thing where he'll play like Captain... Well, I'd love to see Captain Cucumber regardless. That is totally fine. Maybe I should have known when I saw Grass Knuckles running Sting Bean. This was a good possibility. Alright, question is, should we be going for... This was just turn 3, so turn 4... Should I commit the strength yet? Grass Knuckles can't really do well. Alright, I'll be disciplined and commit the strength when it's actually going to hit face at least once. We'll see what we get here. It's very possible it's just going to happen this turn. Alright. I think Quasar is right. We'll save the going viral for when we have one, probably 2 more minions on the board. We'll see what we top deck here. And Crypt will go right on the Quasar. Damn it. So, this will go up to 4-4. We're gonna have... Yeah, we'll have 5 health. It'll be 5-4. Keeping our con man alive is probably right here. It's really sad. But I think this is right. Ugh. This goes down to 1 health. Was that right? I don't know. So, I like the middle manager here. Feels like a race already, doesn't it? Hello, nurse! Alright, so going viral. I hate the con man's gonna die now. Maybe he'll just put like Sting Bean in front of it. Okay. It's so annoying. There's really no point in going viraling here. It doesn't do anything for us. It draws us another card. The black eyed peas are surprisingly so good. Alright, so this was turn 5. Oh, this nurse really is not great top deck. I don't really know what to do here. The going viral, I kind of need cards here. Alright, I need cards. So I'm gonna just do this and save the going viral, I guess. So we're just in desperate. I think I'm not gonna going viral. Yeah, now for sure that we encrypted, we're not going viral. But we're taking 5. He rolled a 1. This isn't going great. The nurse will be next turn, and unless he has a Shamrocket, he's gonna be kind of screwed. I'm just trying to think, should random card that we get from middle manager go here? Or should middle manager? I don't think anything's really going to win a trade, so we'll try to get something that costs 5 or less. And put it here. And we'll just going viral, and maybe whatever Quasar give us. Maybe it'll give us Deadly or Chop. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, this black IP is a problem, though. Great! Fantastic! That's all he did. There's no reason not to going viral here. Actually, this goes up to 6, and maybe that's the reason not to. Because now we can't really win the trade with the nurse anymore. Was that stupid? Maybe that was insane. Hey, we got mustache synergy. Should I chump block this an extra? I don't really know what to do here. I'm just so afraid of him having a big removal card. Like if he Shamrockets, we kind of just lose here. Or plant food. I'd rather this. Okay, there's some heals. I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess we'll proc the block and then develop the nurse in 1, so it'll just be a constant source of heal. I just gotta... We just have no answer to this black eyed pea though. So annoying. Gatling. Worst case scenario. Okay, we can heal our way out of this. And we got a lot of heals now. Oh my gosh, this is so stressful. Time to shine. Time to shine basically loses us the game. Yeah, it does. There's no answer to the second shot. He got cards. It's not much better. Alright, so we'll take 5. Maybe kill the Gatling at least. Or kill the black eyed pea here. We are able to, so that's awesome. So now what? We chump block. I think we go lane 1 because I don't want him sticking another Gatling in 1. We gotta get this heals in sooner. So then we just chump block it. With this one. It's a little sad putting Genetic not next to something, but that theoretically keeps us in this game. We're also threatening lethal in lanes 1 and 2, so he's gotta just block it. That's a really good sign. Is he gonna Gatling? Wait! My gosh, it's so much damage though. So now we're up to 12, so we have to California roll. Oh, come on. So we roll double 3s. There's a 2. There's a 1, and we lose. Alright. Another crazy game where we really died to Black Eyed Pea and Gatling. Damn it. I don't know. Alright, final game. We'll see if we get the 7 and 3. I'll be happy with that. Very odd indeed. So, yeah, we got engines, we got Steam. I think I'll just get rid of you. You're a much worse card. This is a better card against Solar Flare. This is a lot of Steam. We don't have to keep going viral. I would like a way to be able to kill the ramp. We have 50% superpowers, though. I think going viral you just don't get rid of. I could get rid of this one. You know what? I'm gonna go with my gut and keep all this stuff. I feel like we're just gonna rush this guy down. Nice. We love seeing that because it doesn't even kill it. And that's a small removal card gone, which would kill so many other things in this deck. So, I guess we'll play around Twin now. Do 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 do. Twin and two. Wow, he used Weed Whack and Berry Blast. Craziness. The best con man ever. Absorbing so many resources. I'll spend a Quasar here. It's probably better. Especially if we get something proactive. Damn. We got the best one. Arguably. What the hell? So, the opponent seems to be running an all-control deck and has really just no regard for conserving resources. I'm guessing what that means is the opponent, there's just a lot more where that came from, you know? Damn. Didn't have a small removal card. If this gets sizzled, it's fine, you know? We still have Smash, Lightning Bolt. What are these strange opponents here? Alright, that's scary. More Steam. So we should have a pretty big going viral play coming up against Double Fig or something next turn. See if he gets exactly his ultimate to kill the 3-2. He did not. So we got more Spore, which you would always save, or Scorch. Oh my gosh, we have Excavator, never mind. Let's see what he's got. Double pomegranate. See you later. Have a nice time. Damn, this takes out a 14 worth of value. Is so crazy there. Might as well give this the health here. We have going viral, so there's no need to like create board space. That was so crazy. We'll be down to 3. Oh, we got this one in the bag now, man. Excavator, the best excavator ever. Come on. Hell yeah. There's no way he's winning this. What, he can kill a 2-2 with his ultimate. Or he can play Scorch. Or more Spore, whatever, you know, he just quit, man. Alright. Ending on a hilarious game. Middle Manager still underrated, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, so that was the new Z-Mech with all the small removal cards, 4 Bungee, 4 Rolling Stone, and deck did really, really well. Despite facing a lot of heals, man. And then Gatling P with Black Eyed P. Anyway, alright, if you want to see more decks like this, be sure to subscribe. That's definitely going on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, this is Fry.